welcome. We got another awesome story. We got Sweet Baby Jesus, the gift that keeps on giving. Honestly, the fact that they do not want this thing to go away shows me how desperate they are, because it's all up to them. Like, if you want this to go away, any PR expert would tell you this, that the solution is just to shut the fuck up. Like, it's literally how the internet works, okay? Like, if you do something bad, you shit the pooch. If you shit the pooch and the internet is up in arms, you have people making videos about you, everyone is making fun of you, your company is in the spotlight, like, no one wants that. It's a PR nightmare. And the only thing that you can do in that stage is to shut the fuck up. And hopefully, the internet moves on. Like, they will find someone else to make fun of, right? But in the case of Sweet Babe Jesus, what I've been told is happening, and this is from my contacts from within the industry, they are now not getting contracts. Like, there were a couple of contracts that should have been signed with AAA companies. And because of the stink, because of the rot that they created, the companies are not willing to sign, because most of these companies are now trying to cut costs. You notice that they're firing people. You notice that they are trying to reduce the spending. And the whole thing with Sweet Babe Jesus was that they were a consultancy group that would say, hey, if you do not hire us, your game is going to be controversial. And if your game is controversial, you're going to have people on Twitter harassing your developers, trying to boycott your game. You don't want that, do you? So just hire us, right? So even though their stories were absolute garbage and shit, the fact that you hire Sweet Babe Jesus, it guaranteed that you wouldn't get harassed. But unfortunately now companies are noticing, it's like, hold on a little bit. So we need to hire you so we don't get harassed. But you are the ones that are a PR nightmare at this point. Like, you guys are saying that you are sensitivity readers, right? Like, you make sure that our games aren't offensive, but your entire fucking company is offensive. Like, you get the entire internet up in arms. You guys can't even cancel a Steam Curator account. Like, this tiny Brazilian guys, you guys do not have the muscle to do something about him. So if you're that inept, if you're that impotent, if you can't get it up, what exactly are you offering us? Like, we got our own writers. We got our own writers that can write diversity. They're cheaper than you. Justify your existence. And they cannot. So now they're trying their best in order to just cancel someone. Right? Like, if they can show to the companies, like, hey, we still have some muscle in the industry. We still can cancel some people. Then they're hoping that that would convince the companies to get contracts again. Right? So first they show companies that it's like, look, we still have connections in the press. So we can still get The Guardian to write for us. We can still get Kotaku to write for us. But the problem is, who the fuck reads Kotaku? It's got like 2 views. It's the journalist who wrote the piece and probably her mother, if not the journalist herself, just refreshing the page. No one reads these publications. Everyone is going to Twitch streamers, right? So this is why you have Capcom going right to the Twitch streamers. They don't give a fuck about Kotaku and polling. No one cares. No one reads them. Do you know what people do? They watch Asmongold and these other people. Like all these other people, like just half of their audience is bigger than all of the game journalists put together. And they are seething. They are coping and they're seething because it's like, oh, you know, we always disparage streamers. We always looked at them with disgust. We like the game journalists. We love the game journalists. But now no one is reading the game journalists. Everyone is with the Twitch streamers and they have no connections. They have no connections. Like, it was absolutely hilarious when I saw the editor at Kotaku begging in public for Hassan Piker to give her airtime. Like, she doesn't have the connections to do this request behind the scenes like normal people. Even I have connections. Like, if I were to reach to Hassan Piker to try and schedule an interview or something, which, by the way, obviously he would decline. But if I wanted to even schedule it, I would have people in my community and I would be like, hey, can you reach to the moderators of Hassan Piker and ask him if he wants to do an interview. Like, this is how it's done in the industry. This is normal, right? Like, if you want to talk to another streamer, you don't ask in public, because if you get declined or they ignore you, you look like shit. So you gotta do this behind the scenes, right? Like, all the interviews and all of the live streams, we schedule them behind the scenes. Kotaku doesn't have any connections to do that. They do not have a single person that is connected to the streaming industry so that they can arrange for this. They have to do it in public. So I think, like, even to this point, Hassan hasn't streamed with the lady from Kotaku. I hope he does. It would be an interesting stream. But I haven't seen him invite her. Anyway, right, now the same person at Sweet Baby Jesus that started all this mess, and again, like, all this mess started because they went to harass people, right? Like, there was this gamer which made the Steam account saying, hey, these games have Sweet Baby Jesus in them. If you like them, by all means buy them, but if you don't, you should be aware, right? Consumer advocacy is called. Didn't like that. No. How dare you? Yeah, people should shut down his account. Well, turns out no one did shut down his account. The person got banned from Twitter for hate speech. Harassment. Sorry, not hate speech. Harassment. So now, they're doing it again. They're suggesting, well, that they're a little bit more, how should I say, more careful. Right, they're now more careful with the rules on Twitter. And they're basically saying, why did Capcom use Asmongold to promote their game? And I'm looking at the picture that they're showing, and it's like, okay, so there's a trans person, there's another left-leaning individual. It's maybe that Capcom is trying to be inclusive and appeal to everybody, right? So, like, people on the far left, people in the LGBTQ community, people that are more centrist and right-wing oriented, who like to see big tits and fat asses, right? So, like, everyone gets included. This is what inclusivity is called, Sweet Baby Jesus. This is the company that promotes inclusivity, but doesn't understand what inclusivity is when it hits them in the face. Yeah, this is what it means, everybody. I know this is a word that lacks from the vocabulary, because usually when they say inclusive, they're talking about who to ban, who to remove, who to cancel. But in reality, inclusive means everybody. And everybody, yes, includes Asmongold. And not to mention, you know, like, who do you want Capcom to get? These are the people that everyone watches. I mean, they're complaining that Asmongold talked about Sweet Baby, so therefore Capcom shouldn't. My brother in Christ, or my sister in Christ, or whatever. My non-binary in Christ. However this person identifies. Everyone talks about Sweet Baby. Everybody. Like Capcom wouldn't be able to hire someone to talk about their game, or at least, you know, at least someone of renown, someone that has more than 2 viewers, to talk about their game, if they were to say, oh, you disparage the good reputation and the honor of Sweet Baby. No, like, they would not be able to find that person. So it's absolutely hilarious. My God, they never learn. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.